What's going on, you guys? Just wanted to get on here and talk about the draft and how I see it going down. Um, I think the Colts will trade out of that 21st pick. I think the Colts will, um, as they always do, as Frank Wright and Chris Ballard always do, they will, look at each and every player's, performance on the field from their freshman year to their senior year to they, went into the NFL draft, um, and make sure that they was consistent in making those good plays like they did in their senior year every year before that, and not making sure it wasn't just a 1 year deal where they come into the year and they have a new defensive coordinator who, kind of changed it up to where they could have success and made them look better than they really are. um, Carson Wentz, obviously, we all know that he was traded here to Indianapolis, um, which surprisingly he didn't take up that much of our cap space uh, offensively, but he is a pretty big cap hit. Um, for with that being said, I don't think Carson Wentz is going to affect how much success we have. Obviously, a lot of Colts fans are hyped and ready to go, especially with the 28-year-old Carson Wentz here in Indianapolis. I don't think that matters. I don't see us going, 13-3, 12-4, 14-2, 15-1, 16-0. I don't see it happening. Um, Obviously, we could very well go 11-5. I see it. The ceiling for us this year is 12-4. The floor for us is probably 9-7 at the worst. Um, Obviously, as everybody's been saying, this is a new start. This is a fresh start for Carson Wentz. Obviously, he didn't have that offensive line. He didn't have the weapons around him in Philadelphia like he did in 2017 when then he went on that Super Bowl run. Um, he didn't have that top 5, top 10 defense that he has here in Indianapolis, featuring DeForest Buckner and all those other good time, big time defensive players. I do think that the Colts as a team need to work on a little bit of a getting more depth at the wide receiver position and at the defensive tackle position or defensive end. Obviously, Danico Autry and Justin Houston are both still free agents. Obviously, Danico Autry is 30, and I believe Justin Houston's 31 or 32. But over the course of last season, Justin Houston had a fantastic season. I mean, 2019 season is when the Chiefs thought, his career is over. He's falling apart. He's old. Maybe he can go have success somewhere else. Andy Reid did come out and say that he wished Justin Houston nothing but the best. And I think the Colts signed him to a 2-year deal in 2019, which that would have ended this year. And over the last 2 years, Justin Houston has been phenomenal for the Indianapolis Colts and Frank Wright and the defensive coordinator. He has his moments just like most NFL players, but he's been phenomenal for the Indianapolis Colts. Danico Autry, he's been, an up and down type of player. He has injuries like most NFL players. So with that being said, I don't think there's a slight chance we may not re-sign Justin Houston or Danico Autry. If you was to ask me which one would I prefer out of the two, I would most certainly tell you trust in Houston without a doubt. Just because Justin Houston, the past 2 seasons, he's played damn near every game, if not every game. So if we could go get Justin Houston and then go get a defensive end out of the draft, fantastic. That'd be great with me. I don't know about other Colts fans out there. But yeah, I don't see us having any big season, especially not just because Carson Wentz come here and just because of that Frank Wright Carson Wentz connection. I don't see it happening. Everybody was, oh well, Philip Rivers, he didn't have an offensive line last year, so maybe with the offensive line and more weapons, he could do something good. Maybe with the Colts will win a Super Bowl. No, not gonna happen. Not even with Carson Wentz will the Colts inch close to winning a Super Bowl. Congratulations, you made it the number 3 seed. Congratulations, you made the number 2 seed. But guess who stands in your fucking way? Patrick Mahomes. You're never going to win a Super Bowl with Patrick Mahomes standing in your fucking way. Never. You're never going to win. Oh, but the Colts beat the Chiefs in 2019 in prime time on Sunday Night Football. Wow. Good job. They're not going to beat them in the playoffs. It's not going to happen. Now I'm going to have a lot of Colts fans in my comments talking about, well, you don't know that for a fact. Anything can happen on any given Sunday. Sure, yeah, it can. Anything can happen on any given motherfucking Sunday. But every real Colts fan, every Colts fan that knows Patrick Mahomes and how he plays in the playoffs, Carson Wentz and the Indianapolis Colts are not inching close to beating Patrick Mahomes and the Kansas City Chiefs. I mean, Patrick Mahomes coming out of Texas Tech was projected to be a bust. A bust. They traded the Bears. The Bears traded their 10th pick to the Kansas City Chiefs so they could go out and get Mitchell Trubisky. What did Mitchell Trubisky do? Had one good season, went 8-8. Had another good season, went 8-8. Or had another, his third season wasn't even really that good, really, but not my issue. Had another 8-8 season, made the playoffs, and got smacked. That's all the Bears did. Literally all the Bears did. That's it. And if you don't believe me, the Bears thought Patrick Mahomes wasn't as good or didn't look as good in college or wasn't going to be good in the NFL, so they traded down and got Mitch Trubisky over Deshaun Watson and Patrick Mahomes. So, without a doubt, the Colts are not making a championship, and if they do, they're going to get their ass kicked by the Kansas City Chiefs. Without a doubt, Patrick Mahomes coming into the NFL was not expected to be the face of the franchise. Let's just say it that way. It wasn't expected that Patrick Mahomes coming out of Texas Tech, coming into the NFL, Patrick Mahomes would be the face of the NFL. was not expected. He come into the NFL, got drafted by the Kansas City Chiefs, got a little bit of quarterback pixie dust sprinkled on him by Andy Reid, and magically, here we are sitting at the fucking edge of our seats, thinking, holy motherfucking shit. What would have happened if the Bears would have took Patrick Mahomes? All you little 49er fans and all you little Saints fans and all you little NFC fans, you'd have been crying. You would have been crying. AFC people, on the other hand, man, who we gotta worry about on the AFC side of things? Josh Allen, Lamar Jackson. Can you name one other one that we absolutely have to worry about? I can name 3 right now currently playing in the AFC that I'd be frightened to play against. Josh Allen, Lamar Jackson, Patrick Mahomes. And really, Lamar Jackson, all you gotta do is stop the run game. You stop the run game, you stop him from throwing it, nah, he's done. Yeah, and really, you don't even have to stop the passing. You just have to stop him from running the fucking football. That's all you have to do. That's all you have to do. Stop the run game. He can hardly throw it. We've witnessed it multiple times. Lamar Jackson is not the quarterback to be throwing the ball. Okay? He is a running back, not a quarterback. He's not a quarterback. He don't know how to throw the ball accurately. Have you seen that man throw a ball? If you haven't, go back to last season and watch most of his games, aside from the Colts game when he done decent. He's not a quarterback. He's a running back. Point blank, all I'm gonna say. Josh Allen, on the other hand, that kid, that demon in himself. All the Bills done, all they done was went out and traded for Stephon Diggs. No, breaking news, the Bills traded this, that for Stephon Diggs. And what are AFC East people thinking? Yeah, they're going to be the Bills. The Bills are the Bills. What do the Bills do? They come out, they explode. Quite literally, they exploded. They beat the Colts 27-24 and the AFC wild card. Thanks, Josh Allen. But anyway, they exploded against the Colts. Well, not exploded, but they exploded during the regular season. Had a phenomenal game against the Ravens. Beat the Ravens 17-3, even though they damn near blew it a couple of times. And then what happened? They get to the championship. Gotta go to Kansas City and Arrowhead. And, well, Patrick Mahomes did Patrick Mahomes things. And, kinda showed Josh Allen who the AFC leader is now that, TB12 is gone. Patrick Mahomes makes his back-to-back appearance in the Super Bowl. Tom Brady comes to the Bucks, or goes to the Bucks. beats the Washington football team, beats the Saints, beats the Packers. Tom Brady's now in the Super Bowl with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, and there was this one quote that I'll never forget. This guy on TikTok, can't remember his name, he only pops up on my For You page every now and then, but he come across and he said he has figured it out. Tom Brady was holding the Buffalo Bills underneath his wing. He went on to say that Tom Brady last season then left the New England Patriots after knowing the Bills could do it, could get somewhere. He left the Patriots, went to the NFC side of things, and well, Patrick Mahomes being Patrick Mahomes kicked the Bills' ass, and he said the reason Patrick Mahomes didn't win his second consecutive Super Bowl was because Tom Brady, done Tom Brady, but he done it in a fashion where he was telling the Chiefs, next time, take it more lightly. Those guys back there that you just kicked their ass, those are my people. I kick their ass if I want to, but you, don't you dare fucking touch them. So maybe that's just him being stupid, but that put aside, the Colts are not making a championship. The Colts aren't making a Super Bowl. The Colts aren't going to get nowhere near a win in the championship, especially not if Josh Allen has anything to do with it. If Patrick Mahomes has anything to do with it, we're not making it. Point blank, simple as that. The Indianapolis Colts will not make a Super Bowl run until Patrick Mahomes is gone. I mean, literally, the only way the Colts are gonna make it Super Bowl is if the Patrick Mahomes goes down, Patrick Mahomes and Josh Allen go down, all in one season. That's the only way the Indianapolis Colts are making a Super Bowl. So all you motherfuckers who are out here saying, oh, Carson Wentz just had a bad season. He didn't have an offensive line. He didn't have a defense. He didn't have nobody to throw to. Okay. Alright, yeah. Sure. But what about 2019? When his team was dusted with injuries. He drug him to a 9-7 record. He literally put the team on his fucking back and drug them to a 9-7 record. Don't want to hear no bullshit about, oh, Patrick Mahomes, he just got lucky. No, he's not getting lucky. He's just an once in a decade type talent. There's no point in calling Patrick Mahomes lucky and then getting upset because he kicks your team's ass in the playoffs. I mean, he's a once in every decade, every generation, basically, type talent. I mean, that's all there is to it. Mitchell Trubisky? Yeah, he was a draft bust. He was. He'll have maybe 2 more good seasons. Then it's over. It's over for him. But Patrick Mahomes and Josh Allen? Nah. They'll have Josh Allen by the end of his career, he'll probably have 2 or 3 Super Bowls. Patrick Mahomes, on the other hand, he'll probably have 5 or 6. Okay. So, for all you Colts fans out there, please stop with the Super Bowl. Stop with the AFC Championship. Colts versus Chiefs or Chiefs versus Colts. It's not going to happen. Okay? Stop. Relax. We are talking about a dude named Carson Wentz, who didn't even have that great of a season. Use the excuse you want to. Comment whatever the hell you want to. But I can tell you this right now. With Patrick Mahomes and Josh Allen standing in our way, we're not going to get nowhere near a Super Bowl. That's going to be it, guys. Y'all have a good night. I'll see you later.